What is up, Midway Mayhem fans? This is Dan, and we are checking back in from Fun Spot Kissimmee, and we're here because Mindblower is reopening with the Rocky Mountain Construction 208 retracking. We're going to check it out. There's Mindblower. 208 track right there on that final turn before the brakes. Looks good. Alright, so that was the first time I've had a chance to see Mindblower run with the new 208 retracking, and there is a definitive difference from the wood to the steel in terms of audio. Like, you can just hear it when it's running through the ride. As soon as it gets to it, it's much louder. That's interesting. Right here on the first drop is where it transitions into the track, and then right there is part of the brake run. There you can see the transition for the first drop, 208 track on the left, and then original wood for the inversion on the right. And as we look over here, all of that new track, it's much louder. Nothing changed in terms of height requirement or ride rules, and I wouldn't expect it since only the track was redone and not the trains. And here's another transition point for the brake run leading into the station. right, true test. Riding back row to see what it really feels like. Alrighty guys, so just had a chance to ride Mindblower with the new retracking, and honest opinion, much better in terms of actual smoothness on the parts that they did. That last turn before going into the brakes was brutal before, and now it is butter smooth. So big positives on that, but the transitions in a couple areas are a little rough. So first drop, where you go from wood to steel, smooth, feels like normal Mindblower. And then you transition into the wood right before the inversion. That's not terrible. Coming out of the inversion, you hit more 208 track, and that one is kind of a sharp jolt, I would say. And then it comes around that turn into the airtime hill, and that is probably the sharpest jolt out of the entire ride, is those transitions right there. The other transitions, not terrible. I do think the ride has been improved. It's got kind of almost like a slalom feel to it as you're going through the track. But again, it's butter smooth. I personally have not had a chance to compare to, say, Titan Track from GCI and Skyline Attractions, other than White Lightning at Fun Spot Orlando. And that's a very small segment, so I can't really compare between the two. But I will say it did improve the track. The only thing it makes me want to do, though, is just redo the whole thing. Just redo the whole thing, and it would easily be one of the best coasters in Florida. Right now, it's okay. It's bearable. It's re-rideable. Before, it was a one and done. Now, you can do it a lot more. So I do think the benefit of that, plus the upside on not having to do as much maintenance, is going to make this successful. But yeah, I actually did enjoy it. And that's going to do it for our video here from Fun Spot Kissimmee with 208 retracking for Rocky Mountain Construction Mindblower. And hopefully you guys like what we do. And if you do, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter at Midway Mayhem. And I will see you out on the Midway.